people had one or two choices. If they really were going to vote with the wallets, because they always say, "Oh, let's vote with our wallets," but 90% of the time, these so-called boycotts never seem to work. As well, though, of course, several times where the boycotts have worked, like the Bud White one, Disney and 2023 box office. But don't worry, the Disney boycott so happened to end in 2024 once Inside Out 2 came out. Yeah, all the same people who was boycotting Disney immediately went to go see Inside Out 2 as well. It really shows you the vote of your loyal people. They really do not. If they as well. When it comes to gaming, I really do think gaming is in such a dire state right now. Any game that's decent, no matter if it has any semblance of wokeness, like that new JRPG game that came out, turn-based RPG, you know, as well here. Here. Here, but basically, yeah, but basically these people always say we're gonna vote with our wallet. We're gonna, but especially the biggest one is Disney. Okay, these people were saying they weren't going to watch Mufasa the Lion King. Guess what? They still gave it $720 million globally. Oh yeah, we're gonna vote with our wallets and watch Sonic 3 instead. Oh no, wait, we'll give Mufasa still $700 million. Okay, same thing with the Little Mermaid. They still gave it a big opening. The movie still had pretty poor rigs, but at least internationally, international audience didn't like the Little Mermaid as well. But the vote of the war people still went to go see the Little Mermaid remake because of much nostalgia, and it isn't really too surprising the Switch 2 isn't selling out because we had times and times and times again where controversial movies, games, or things sell very well. I think the most recent one is the Minecraft movie. Just remember when the Minecraft movie trailer came out, everyone was saying this could be a huge flop. No one's gonna want to watch this, and now the movie might even make. Now the movie could make $1 billion as well. Again, another movie that was supposed to fail from the vote of your Waller people. Same thing with the Little Mermaid remake, which actually did flop because that movie was extremely expensive. They spent $300 million on that pile of trash, but the vote of you all people, they were gonna boycott the Little Mermaid. They were gonna make sure the Little Mermaid and Disney get taught a lesson, basically, as well. But again, that never happened, and the Little Mermaid still made over $200 million domestically. I think this year, I think the wokeness has kind of, they found, hey, we'll actually do what we say and actually make Snow White flop, and Snow White flopped obviously as well, and Snow White was a failure. I think Snow White is now going to lose a lot of its feeders as well. Yeah, but yeah, Snow White is basically dead. Yeah, Snow White is now down to 610 feeders. Wah wah wah. That movie's like way much more money. But again, the same people who said they're gonna vote with the wall went to go see Minecraft movie. But I think especially the express gaming, like we want normalcy in gaming. We want this stuff back in gaming. Oh, let's go give Oblivion 200,000 daily players at once. Oh, we don't care if it has Type 1, Type 2 in it. As well. Okay. Same thing with that RPG game. I don't know what it was called. Like Expedition 43. There's several woke things in the game, like stuff like woke Hollywood-esque things. Oh, we'll give it 500,000 copies sold. They don't care. It just really shows how desperate gamers are for anything decent because of how badly gamers have been treated over the past 5 years. As well. Anything that is semi-decent, you can have a few woke things in it, and these people won't care as well. It really shows you that most people don't mind a little bit of woke things and woke stuff in it as well. I think it really shows of the success of movies like Barbie and Wicked, movies that by, the get woke, go broke principles should be a huge, huge flops, but made huge amounts of money as well. But most of the time wokeness does fail. It's just, as well, like Assassin's Creed Shadows and Snow White, I think are the two most recent examples. anything of some sort of woke ideology and political messaging behind it as well. Yeah, yeah. But again, people said they were gonna vote with the wallets with the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is too much monies. Let's vote with our wallets. We're not going to show Nintendo a real lesson here. Guess what? The Switch 2 is still sold out as well. But yeah, that was a huge lesson about people who supposedly vote with the wallets, but 90% of the times they don't fall through it, as well. Same thing with with they were going to boycott Moana 2 and Disney in 2024. But guess what? He gave all three of Disney's major releases, $1 billion. So I guess you guys really didn't vote with your wallets there as well. And we're the same thing with Lilo and Stitch as well. The same people who are gonna say, "Oh, let's boycott Disney's remakes, let's boycott Disney." The same people who boycotted Snow White are going to go day one when Lilo and Stitch comes out on theaters. I wouldn't be too surprised if that happens. Goodbye.